Oh, well, hell. Swing. I'm going to wait. I'm going to pause for just a minute so my wife can tell me if my audio is bad or not. Babe, what says you? Oh, here she's typing. How is it? It's great. Perfect. Hello, everybody. Sorry I was a moment or two late. I had a lot of last minute things I had to do, including I had to grab something to eat. I was starving. It has been a day. Oh my God, you guys. I took both of the dogs to the vet this morning, something I don't normally do. I don't normally take them both at the same time. That was an experience. Holy shit. Mm-mm-mm. Hold on. Where's my camera? Is it gonna work? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Hello, everybody. All right, listen. Don't have a lot of time tonight. We're gonna be going over some things. It's gonna be a lot of reading, a lot of talking. So we're gonna have to get into it pretty quickly. But first, of course, we're gonna go back, scroll back, say hello, Bunny. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you for organizing the swords. When the intro starts, throw your swords and only swords until the intro ends. It's imperative that we look aesthetic AF only until the intro ends. Thank you so much, Bunny, for that. I'm trying to get my screen right, and it's just not quite the way I like it. Totally fine. Hey, Pat Ray, Cold Blue, Amy May, good to see you. Amy May says, it's definitely a crime. I'm not a member of the Royal, is it the Royal Mounted Canadian Police? I don't know, or nothing, but definitely a felony in the US. We're going to be talking about it. Hey, Danny, Jean, Duping Delight, Canby, Tweety, Susan. Okay, hi. Your thumbnails are killing it lately. Glad to be entertained this rainy evening. Speaking of thumbnails, yeah, this one was pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself. Matter of fact, I do want to put it on the board. There's the most recent version. Hold on while I share my screen. Share. Can I just? Let me try it this way. What does that look like? Ah, there it is. Will French fried fraud pay for her crimes? And there is a disclaimer at the bottom. This is an amateur legal analysis. Thank you very much. Fauntleroy, good to see you. Sassy, Mama, emotional support muffin. Is it Raina 87? Camels Against Chantel, crafted by Caroline. Emotional support muffin. Cautious observer. Dale, nice to see you, Dale. Monica, French fried fraud in the chat. So cute. Thank you also for the gavels. I have my gavel handy this evening. I think we're going to be using it. This is going to be quite the occasion for it. Really, Gen X, Panda Pondu, nice to see you. Fauntleroy, sorry I was a minute or two late. Monica Baja, good to see you as well. Kells Bells, Krabby Joe, Charlotte Tater Fluff, Ruby, crafted by Caroline with the swords. Thank you. The Anon Sisters, Hag, Sylvie, all these names I don't recognize. Morning Coffee, hello. El Bell, Andy Oak, Jordy, City of Thieves, hello. Sharon's, Hippie Easta, nice to see you. Hippie Easta, I heard your name in a chat. I think it was something old that was playing. Anyway, don't worry, everybody. I have my water. You guys want to see my cup? This is the Saint Clarahondra, patron saint of degenerate losers tumbler I'm drinking out of this evening. I know. I can't stand the ads either. Cancer Warrior, nice to see you. Abby Joe, Salva, Lily Pad, Unicorn Fart, Summer Sun. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Tweet T, Lily Pad, Lisa Simpson's here. Good. Oh, hail no. Did I get everybody? Spiteful bitch. I see you. Ooh, the witch Stacy. Thank you so much for joining memberships. Welcome, new member. Oh, let me get my pickle ready. Thank you so much for joining memberships. Forever a basic Betty, you shall be.
Be a sweet gherkin in a world of sour lemons.
Nice. Fauntleroy says that cup is a collector's item. It sure is. Sava says rest in piss tumbler. Nia, thank you so much. You need a tumbler? I do sell tumblers on my merch store, which, by the way, let me go ahead and grab the link to that. One moment, please. It is SamanthaJeanMerch.com. The Christmas collection is available, and the entire merch store is 10% off of orders of $60 or more now through December 15th. which just so happens to be my favorite brother's birthday. Love you so much, big bro. I don't need that tab. I'll need that tab in a minute. Slide that one over. All righty. Is my wife here? There she is. Gonna be a banger. Can't wait. Love you so much, babe. It's after midnight. Holy moly. Wicked Crafter, nice to see you. Wicked Crafter says Frenchie is the new big pussy. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I am wearing my Girl Shut Up. Okay, I'll take this off the screen for just a minute so you can see it. How do I stop sharing? I did it different this time, and now I don't know how to take it off. Hold on. Maybe if I go, I don't know how to stop doing that. Let's just do this. Let's do this for a minute. We'll bring that up. We'll share that. Then we'll say stop sharing. We'll go back here. There you go. The Girl Shut Up. Black glitter on black, available in the merch store. Look at the way that black glitter sparkles and shines. I love it so much. The black glitter on black is my favorite. Who had tacos? We had ham and beans. So good. Fifi48, hello. Good to see you. You need to order Tammy D97. Yes, you do. You love the black glitter on black, yummy. So do I. Hey, girl. Hey, nice to see you. It works for the bad words when I wear it to pick up the kids from school. Hey, Apocalypse Punch. You love the black glitter on black. Me too. Duping Delight. Nice to see you here. Okay, guys. So the question. Oh, look. I think I can just put that back up there. Can I? Oh, okay. So to get that off of there, I just click there. Remove. Oh, I'll be doing that from now on. That's easier than the other way. Okay. How about that? All right, guys. So as you all know, there's been a lot of chatter around these YouTube streets about the crimes that Frenchie has committed. And we're going to talk more about it. I'm no attorney. I'm no attorney in the United States, and I'm certainly no attorney in Canada. So what do I know, about Canadian law? I don't know anything. So I did what most people are doing nowadays, and I consulted the Chat GPT. I added the I didn't even tell you after I got home from taking the dogs to the vet. I added the bars. I put Frenchie behind bars. That wasn't the original. Can you get green glitter, Chantel Marie Soro? Of course you can get green glitter. Yes. Any custom request on any of my merch items, simply leave me a note at checkout. There's a little box on the checkout screen where you can leave a note. So yeah, just leave a note. If for some reason I cannot do your custom request, I will let you know. But green glitter, actually, I think I might be out of green glitter, but don't worry, I can get more. Mod on mod drama, here for it. Where's the mod on mod drama? Where's that happening? And not bending the bars because of her strong forearms. That's all gunt. Yeah, that's her gunt busting out of it. Yeah, that is one of my better thumbnails, isn't it? Love it so much. You fat fuck you. Is somebody trying to call me? Oh my God, it's my grandson. Hold on. Let me text his mother and tell her that I cannot speak right now. Hold on. Okay. My grandson's FaceTiming me. Sorry about that. Can we talk about the Canadian cranberry 0-calorie holiday drink? What's it called? What is it called? Canada Dry. It's called Canada Dry, the ginger ale brand, and she calls it Canadian Dry. Oh, he got his shirt. He wanted to show me. Aw, I made KJ a fall superhero shirt. He loves it. I already have the design for his Christmas shirt ready to go. In fact, it's right here. I sent a picture of it to his mother. He loves the Miles Morales. So this is going to be Kanan's Christmas shirt. Love it so much. Can't wait for him to get it. Okay, hold on. Wait, I got to see this too. Oh, there she is. Oh, yeah. She looked super nice. Let me send that to my wife so she can see. My daughter was sending me a picture of her fit today. Anyway, yeah, it is, Canada Dry. The Canada Dry holiday cranberry Christmas holiday ginger ale. It is the bomb. Oh, you're starting your food prep? Nice. We're gonna be starting our food prep tomorrow. No, he did not get to see the Christmas train. Okay, so that Christmas train that goes through, like, Northern Indiana, um, I'm pretty sure it went through their area, like, in the middle of the night, and I know from the Facebook drama surrounding it all that apparently the train was, like, an hour and a half ahead of schedule, so a lot of people missed it because it was early. That's Rule, so good to see you. Were you in Yabba's chat this morning? Because I was driving, but I was listening, but I could have sworn I heard her say, "Hey, Cats Rule." Um, anyway, you only fuck with Canada Dry when you're puking. It's delicious. Okay, so listen. So like I said, as all people do these days, when you want to know something about something you know nothing about, what do? You consult the Chat GPT. So that's what I did. So we're going to be going over what Chat GPT has to say about Frenchie's crimes and how they apply to Canadian law. All right, it's going to be a banger. Charlotte and Tater Fluff, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Was just watching Steph, the Alter Nerd, covers Royals. Reminded me that FFG may have swiped allegedly conspiracy, whatever, from her. Really? I would not be shocked at all. Frenchie takes all the good, all of Frenchie's hits and bangers, she's stolen from somebody else. Quite the thief she is. Sassy Mama, you use ChatGPT for your fantasy football team and you're currently third. I'm telling you. I don't care. I don't care what you say about the AI. I love it. Shane Dawson also had merch with that on it. Really? Oh, Joanna. Okay, gotcha. All right, so listen, guys, like I said, it's going to be a lot tonight, and it's going to be a lot of talking, a lot of reading. So we're just going to get right into it. So, I, of course, had to tell ChatGPT what the situation was. And I'm just going to go ahead and read to you guys what I put in so that you know exactly what I told ChatGPT to get the responses that I got from it. So you guys know that I didn't feed it any bullshit. All right. All right. So let's do it. Um, I said this did not happen to me. This happened to a woman in Canada, Chantel, who has a YouTube channel called Foodie Beauty. There is a reaction channel called French Fry Girl, who is run by a woman named Anne Marie Feldman. She is known online as FFG. FFG hates Chantel and has found ways to insert herself into Chantel's real life in many ways. Chantel once participated as a model in a fashion show held at a small hair salon in Montreal. FFG showed up at the fashion show and filmed Chantel and used that for content on her reaction channel. FFG also once went to a local business and showed an employee a photo of Chantel and asked them if Chantel had been there. When Chantel told her viewers that she was moving to Kuwait to marry a man she met online and that she had decided she needed to rehome her cats, FFG contacted Chantel and pretended to be someone named Amy Flowers. FFG lied to Chantel and said she was Amy Flowers, a bedbound disabled woman in need of a pet to keep her company. Chantel asked her what city she lived in and if she had dogs in the home, as the cat, an 18-year-old female cat named BBJ that Chantel had owned since 2004, was elderly, somewhat poorly in health, and had never been exposed to dogs. FFG lied to Chantel and the YouTube community of viewers when she told everyone that BBJ would be living with Amy Flowers in a home near to where Chantel lived in Ottawa and that there were no dogs in the home. Bertha Boyle Jean, thank you so much for the super chat, hun. Here lurking, just ordered my merch. Thanks so much. Exciting to wear it for Christmas. Did a special request, but don't feel obligated. All right, hun. Thank you so much, Bertha Boyle. Where was I? Okay. I said Chantel. Okay. Chantel arranged with Amy Flowers for Amy's brother-in-law to come get the cat. On February 23rd, 2023, FFG and her brother, Chris, went to Chantel's apartment and took possession of the cat. Chantel believed the entire time that BBJ was going to Amy Flowers. Later that same night, FFG did a live stream on her YouTube channel and revealed that the whole thing was an elaborate scheme and that it was, in fact, herself and her brother, Chris, who duped Chantel and that FFG was now in possession of the cat. FFG lied to everyone and said that BBJ was going to be living with her sister-in-law and she would be well taken care of. It has been revealed this week by FFG's brother Chris that the truth is BBJ went to live with FFG in her apartment in Montreal and that FFG has dogs in the home. FFG then shared a video of BBJ being tormented by a small dog dated November 6, 2023, which proved what Chris said, that FFG had BBJ in her home with her dogs. Chris revealed that BBJ was euthanized by FFG sometime in late 2023, but FFG has kept this secret from her YouTube audience and has spent the last 2 years leading her audience to believe that BBJ was alive and thriving while collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars in donations from her audience as gestures of appreciation for FFG rescuing BBJ from Chantal. Okay, so that is the prompt that I gave ChatGPT. Whew, I'm hot already. All right. So ChatGPT says in response, thank you for explaining the full situation. That gives me enough detail to analyze it properly from a Canadian, Ontario, Quebec legal perspective, focusing on what laws and legal concepts might apply to this situation like this, even though it happened to someone else. Below is a clear, structured, legal style breakdown of what this conduct could amount to under Canadian law, divided into 6 separate categories. 1, what FFG did, legally relevant actions. 2, what laws this may violate, civil and criminal. 3, where jurisdiction lies, Ottawa versus Montreal. 4, what a lawyer or regulator would look at. 5, what parts of this conduct are probably not illegal and what parts may be. And 6, a concise possible legal summary if someone ever needed to present this to a lawyer or to the authorities. 1, legally relevant actions based on your account. Okay, hold on, wait. Let me pause right there. Let me just pull something up real quick. Hold on. Oh, God, I just got hot all of a sudden. Jesus. Okay, content. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Let me drag this over. All right. So let me take this down and I'm going to share screen. Let's just, before we go any further with the ChatGPT, I just want to play just this portion from the bloop stream, just as a bit of a reminder, right? Hold on. Chantel says, Chantel Marisa Rowe, can anyone please answer? Was BBJ put down even before the calendar came out? Yes, I think it's been decided that was before the calendar came out. We don't have an exact date. French Fried Girl did not offer one, even though her chat demanded to know when, if not October 17th, 2023, then when. Chris has said that it was sometime after their mom died. Their mom died September of 2023. He said it was within a couple of months, but definitely in 2023. So that kind of narrows it down. If it wasn't October, and Frenchie shared with us a video from what was it, like November 6th, I think 2023. That narrows it down. It was sometime November or December of 2023. Bertha Boyle Jean says, Chris said by December he saw the urn. So there you have it. Somewhere between November and December of 2023 is when BBJ was put down. All right, so let's listen to this clip. This is from the bloop stream. This is the day that Frenchie obtained by deceit and lies BBJ from Chantal. Did anyone leave after she admitted to interest in the stream? What do you mean, did anybody leave?
hell of a couple of days. Evil cackle. So bon voyage to Kuwait now. No one cares. Yeah, check fucking mate, Chantal. Check fucking mate. You like the attic so much? How do you like that? So everybody besides that, is everybody good?
Check fucking mate, Chantal. Check fucking mate. Ooh, I cannot wait for that to be played in some sort of court of law. Anyhow, back to oh, hold on. Let's put I don't know. I want to keep that up there on the screen while we read. She lost some subs, yeah, but not a ton. I think she's at like 1,300 subs lost over the last 7 days or so. All right, so let's see. Category 1, legally relevant actions based on my account. Well, let's just pause real quick, okay? And I just want the opinion from the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you're satisfied with the prompt that I gave ChatGPT. Do you guys think that would you say that pretty much summed it up? Put a 1 in the chat if you're satisfied with it. Put a 2 in the chat if you're like, yeah, I don't know, I think you were, skewed or whatever, or you're just not really satisfied with it. All right. Of course, you're all going to put 1s in the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support for sure. All right. ChatGPT isn't a lawyer. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. Nobody said ChatGPT was a lawyer. All right. I mean, this is the best we can do, right? Without actually consulting with a lawyer, in Canada. I don't think we're quite to that point yet, but this is a good start, right? It's a good jumping off point. Wouldn't you agree? It's a starting point and food for thought. I agree, Pat Ray. Thank you. Nobody asked you if it was a lawyer, right, Gothic Jane? All right. So, legally relevant actions based on your account. According to what you described, FFG 1 created a false identity, i.e., Amy Flowers. 2 represented fake facts about her identity, her location, her living situation, i.e., no dogs, quiet, close to Ottawa, because she did. In those messages, she claimed that she was close to Ottawa. And even said, when you come home from Kuwait to visit, you'll be nearby. And then the other fake fact that she represented was exactly who it was who would be caring for the cat. This Amy Flowers, who is a fictional character. 3, FFG used the false identity to induce Chantal to hand over her elderly cat, BBJ. 4, sent her own brother, not Amy's brother-in-law, to pick up the cat. 5, she immediately revealed publicly that the deception was deliberate. Let's read that again. She immediately revealed publicly that the deception was deliberate. 6, she monetized the event and continued collecting funds under the pretense of rescuing the cat. 7, she hid the cat's demise and continued representing BBJ as being alive up to as late as June of 2025, I might add. I don't know if you guys have watched Charlie Gold's most recent video, but she provides the receipts for that. In June of 2025, when she was trying to get that cat Smokey from Chantal, she came right out and said that she had offered Chantal proof of life of BBJ, which was a video that she claims she took of BBJ just 2 weeks prior, frolicking in the grass. Let's see. So 7, she hid the cat's demise and continued representing BBJ as being alive. 8, she allowed the cat to be tormented by dogs despite representing a dog-free home. And 9, involved herself repeatedly in Chantel's offline life in a way that may constitute harassment. Oh, okay, Bertha Boyle. Good, good, good. Tally, nice to see you. ChatGPT says these actions collectively raise civil, criminal, regulatory, and animal welfare issues. 2, what laws this could violate. It says civil fraud, tort of deceit, and fraudulent misrepresentation. This is the clearest and most textbook fit. Ontario and Quebec both recognize the tort of fraudulent misrepresentation with the same basic elements. 1, a false statement of material fact made knowingly or recklessly with the intent to induce reliance. The victim relies on it and the victim suffers damage or loss. Here, each element is arguably met. Fake name, fake identity, fake living conditions equals false statements. Deliberate planning equals knowingly false. The intention was to get BBJ. Chantel relied on these falsehoods, and she did. Chantel asked very specific questions of this Amy Flowers. Where do you live? Can I see pictures of your home? Do you have dogs in the home? And Chantel relied on the answers, the falsehoods, in her decision to turn the cat over to this fictional character, Amy Flowers. Also, Frenchie knew. She knew that if Chantal knew her real identity, she would never have agreed to give her the cat. So Chantel relied on those falsehoods in her decision to agree to give FFG the cat. And Chantel suffered loss. She suffered the loss. She lost the cat. She lost control over her property. And she experienced emotional harm. Civil law does not need monetary loss. Loss of property itself counts. So it says, yes, a lawyer would absolutely categorize this as fraudulent misrepresentation. Frenchie, are you listening? Cancer Warrior says, FFG said she wasn't ready to tell the internet yet because we're all toxic. Yet she and her brain dead followers jumped all over a 4-year-old's abuse and let the world know. She even had a spite fundraiser. Psyched for Life, good to see you. Motive to profit financially and spite Chantel. Absolutely. I Love Black Cats. Do you remember how she offered to sign an NDA and money to get the cat initially? Yes, psycho stalker behavior. Plus, she had already refused the cat to FFG. That's right, as FFG had made the offer of $3,000 and an NDA for BBJ before. So she knew for a fact. And I didn't include that in the prompt because I didn't think about it at the time. Good catch, you guys. And this was done under the excuse that the cat would have been put down, correct? Yes. Oh, they saved BBJ. Chantel was going to put BBJ down. Yet that's exactly what Frenchie ended up doing herself a mere 8 months later, after telling the community repeatedly that the cat had a whole lot of life left in her, didn't she? She did. Let's see. Fauntleroy, to me, this is the linchpin. FFG knew she had to present as some other person because Chantal would never give the cat to her. It was deceptive on its face. Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Fantasia says, I give it to her. She's a master manipulator for sure. All right. Imagine being the less ethical person in a situation between yourself and Chantel. Wow, how pathetic. Great point. Don't fence me in. Catherine, good to see you. Better late than never. Nia Captain says FFG is lucky Chantel is lazy and dumb, too lazy or broke to sue. At least so far, huh? Anything can change at any time, couldn't it? All right. B, conversion. Taking property without lawful authority. Once fraud is involved, the transfer of property, the CAT, and it's my understanding that in this area of Canada, pets are considered property. Once fraud is involved, the transfer of property, the CAT, may be considered voidable, meaning the person who received the property never had a legitimate right to it. Frenchie never had a legitimate right to that cat because she obtained the cat through fraud. And it says the act becomes a civil wrong called conversion. Pets are legally considered property in Canada. Thus, tricking someone into handing over property through deceit can be actionable as conversion. Now, I don't know about in Canada, but I know in the United States of America, in the state of Indiana, at the very least, conversion is a criminal offense. I think I was wait. Oh, okay. Bertha says, I think I was either Chin's Washer Crimes or Mr. Cardigan Gorley when I gave a large super chat for that medication for BBJ. Do you happen to remember what like month or approximate time that was? I'd just be curious to know if that was before or after Frenchie decided that it was time to end BBJ's life. It wasn't okay for Chantel, who was the rightful owner of BBJ for 18 some years, to decide when it was time to end the cat's life. But it was okay for Frenchie to decide 8 months later that it was time to end the cat's life. Isn't that something? Perhaps that's why one of the reasons why she decided not to tell the community, because how very hypocrisy of her. Because she goes on and on in that bloop stream about how she saved her. She was an hour away from being euthanized. Well, in your hands, it appears. Now we know she was only 8 months away from being euthanized. What's the fucking difference? Oh, my star says, so you typed a bunch of leading nonsense into ChatGPT and now you're reading the boring results? What do you mean leading nonsense? I read to you exactly what I prompted in ChatGPT and they're all facts. Somebody can escort oh my stars the fuck out of my chat for being an idiot. All right. Goodbye. All right, Charlotte Tanner Fluff, take care. All right, where were we? Oh, C, criminal fraud. Thank you, Cat's Rule. Oh, look, Cat's Rule is still just as quick with the wrench as she ever was. You're dismissed. Closer to 6.5, 7 months. Hold on. What did they say before? Gosh dang it. I just want to see that last. Yorka loser. Okay, goodbye. Looks like you're the loser. Wah, wah. Goodbye. All right, C. Criminal fraud. Criminal Code of Canada, Section 380. Oh my stars. Criminal fraud does not require money. It requires deceit, falsehood, or other fraudulent means, and a deprivation of property, money, or even the risk of deprivation. Here, deceit, the false identity, and false assurances. Deprivation, Chantal lost the animal, which legally counts as property. Risk of deprivation. Even if the pet were returned to her, the law still considers it fraud if the victim's property interest was put at risk. Also relevant is criminal section 403, personation with intent. This offense occurs when a person falsely represents themselves as another, intending to gain advantage or cause disadvantage. Using the identity Amy Flowers to obtain the cat may fall into this category. Foodie is acting weird. Let's see. Could the police charge for this? The answer says possibly, but YouTube drama cases rarely result in criminal prosecution unless there is repeated harassment, a financial fraud, there is significant public interest, there is clear documented deception with evidence. However, this case is far stronger than typical online drama because a real world property transfer did occur. There was a coordinated scheme, and there may have been significant financial gain, i.e., donations. D, animal welfare violations. Quebec's Animal Welfare and Safety Act prohibits distress, failure to provide proper care, exposure to avoidable harm, housing incompatible species unsafely, and neglect of elderly animals. If BBJ was tormented by dogs, elderly and fragile, not provided proper medical care, and euthanized improperly, then provincial inspectors in Quebec would have the authority to investigate. Oh my. Of all the videos you could have shared of poor BBJ, you just had to share one of her being tormented by none other than your dog in your home whilst sitting on your gunt. That's wild. E, unjust enrichment. If FFG received donations based on a false story, misrepresented facts, i.e., the cat is thriving, the cat is living with her sister-in-law, the cat is still alive. As late as June 2025, she told us all, including Chantal, that that cat was still alive. And the donors relied on those statements. It may constitute unjust enrichment or even fraudulent fundraising. While civil suits by donors are unlikely, there is still a legally relevant issue. F, stalking and harassment. FFG repeatedly showing up at real life locations, filming Chantal, approaching businesses asking about her, and inserting herself into Chantal's online life could meet the test for criminal harassment, stalking, and harassment under civil/common law, but only if the conduct caused Chantal to repeatedly fear for her safety. That depends on Chantal's subjective experience. 3, jurisdiction, Ottawa versus Montreal. Where the fraud occurred. Inducement/misrepresentation happened online, no fixed jurisdiction. However, transfer of the property occurred in Ottawa, Ontario. I said Ottawa, Ontario. I'm not sure if that's exactly where it happened. I don't know, but whatever. You know, this is just a starting point, a jumping off point. Wherever the hell it happened, that's where the transfer of property occurred. You guys can tell me. I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with Canadian what do you call it? Geography. Like, I don't know what a province is. Is that like a state? I have no idea. Anyway, where was I? Possession and alleged mistreatment occurred in Montreal. Monetization and misrepresentation to donors occurred online worldwide. This means in Ottawa, great. I thought so. All right. This means Ontario civil law applies to the fraudulent transfer. Quebec civil and regulatory law applies to the animal's treatment and possible welfare violations. And the criminal code applies nationally. So anywhere in the nation, the criminal code applies. Any lawyer evaluating this would note the cross-provincial nature, but it does not block legal action. Ottawa is Ontario, Montreal is in Quebec. All right, thank you for that, Miss Anne. Provinces are equivalent to states. Okay, thank you. P-Day says Chantel was in emotional distress on her live when FFG asked the weed store if they saw her. Yes, she was. And she was most definitely in emotional stress on her live when she found out that it was Frenchie who obtained her cat and not Amy Flowers as she had been led to believe. In fact, let's go ahead and just pause real quick and take a look at just how emotionally disturbed Chantel was during that time. Oh, where's the thievery? I think we just explained to you, FFG, how this constitutes thievery under Canadian law. Maybe you should have consulted somebody before you pulled off such a such a ruse. Did you check with anybody to see if this was legal for you to do? Not really. Rain in the chat says Chantel can only take out a civil case against FFG. It would cost her a fortune. She can't because she's broke. It will cost her for a lawyer in a criminal case too. Is that right? Is that how it is in Canada? Do you have to pay a lawyer when nothing's playing for you? What? Hold on. Get out of here. Okay, let me fix this. Put this in there. Okay, wait, where am I? Over here. Let me tap her back. Hold on, let me go back to that comment though. Okay, is that how it works in Canada? Do you have to pay a lawyer if you're filing criminal charges on somebody? Because that's not how it works in the United States. In the United States, if you file a criminal complaint against somebody and they're charged with a crime, the state prosecutes. The victim is not responsible for paying a lawyer to criminally charge somebody. Yes, what, Miss Anne? Yes, you have to pay a lawyer to criminally charge somebody in Canada. The prosecutor takes over. No, I'm not talking about civil. I understand in a civil case you have to pay your lawyer. I'm talking about criminal. Because that comment up there by who said it? Rain at Rain TJ1GZ says it will cost her for a lawyer in a criminal case too. I've never known a victim in a criminal case to have to pay for a lawyer. Foodie has the chance to go at FFG. If it had have been Sam, she'd be going crazy. Oh, okay. I don't feel bad for Chantel. She took the easy way out. If she really cared about who BBJ was rehomed to, she would have vetted her options better. Not that FFG is innocent in any way. They're both trash. They're both trash. But just because Chantal is a piece of trash doesn't negate the fact that FFG is a bigger, fatter piece of trash, does it? No, not at all. Yeah, that's what I thought. If she gets charged criminally, she doesn't have to hire and pay for a lawyer. Absolutely not. All right, so this is what I was playing when you guys couldn't see it or hear it. Sorry, let's listen.
Fucking crazy psycho bitch. I'm glad you did this. You know why? Because you're going to be arrested. You have 1 day. You have till tomorrow morning to bring me back BBJ or Amy Flowers. You're going to be doxxed. Okay. The person who's supposed to have BBJ is Amy Flowers. She went way too fucking far. And people think this is okay. It's okay to do this to someone else. Steal someone's cat Fuck off.
I love that the 10 people left on this planet who support FFG are coming into the chat to fight for her. Cunt Holio, I'm going to go ahead and see you out the door. How many have been excused now so far from the chat too? You guys count them. FFG has 10 to 12 people left total who support her. And I don't just pull that number out of my ass. If you want to check that number, you need only go to the comment section of that live stream she did last Friday night, the 15-minute live stream. Every comment, and how many comments are there now on that live stream? Over 1,000. Every single comment that is in support of FFG has 10 to 12 thumbs up. That's it. That's all. 1,298 comments. And of those 1,298 comments, the ones in support of FFG have 10 to 12 thumbs up. No more, no less. So we need only be concerned with 10 to 12 people coming in here, running their cocksuckers in support of FFG. I love that so much. We're up to 2.
Off, Miss.
Where's the thievery? We just watched the video.
She said, "Where's the thievery?"
You called the video rehoming your cat. You rehomed your cat. I mean, you can be butthurt after the fact, but you got to come up with a better argument than this. Tuap D, thank you for the super chat.
Mr. Stahl, this isn't about drama. This is real life. You people need an effing life. Okay? This is harassment. So you have until tomorrow morning, bitch, to bring me back.
No. I need to hear that one again. That is the best bitch of all time. You have until tomorrow morning, bitch. I love it so much.
So you have until tomorrow morning.
Fauntleroy says people were willing to overlook the deception so long as they believed the cat was being rescued. If the cat wasn't actually rescued, then it completely changes the whole equation. Exactly, Fauntleroy. And was the cat rescued after all? I don't know. Now we know that the cat did not go to Amy Flowers, was not rehomed to Frenchie's sister-in-law. She was, in fact, in Frenchie's house with dogs, and she was euthanized about 7-8 months later. Was that her being rescued? Would you still agree that she was rescued? I don't know. Seems to me she was taken from one really bad situation and put into an even worse situation. That's just my opinion. Jordy, City of Thieves, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, Annie, could you stop paying people to come in here and act like they support you, please? How many people's rent are you paying? Girl, that was a banger, Jordy. Thank you so much.
Bitch, to bring me back my cat, or else I'm calling the police. And you will, because I did not give you the cat. You are my stalker. You are my stalker. You
listen, you can hate Chantal all you want. I don't care. I'm no fan of Chantal. But what she's saying is not wrong at all. This is exactly what the situation was. Nobody cared at the time, though, because they all thought FFG had rescued PBJ.
You have till tomorrow morning.
Exactly, Snosberry. Chantal does have a point here. They can both be complete total piece of trash people, and Chantal can still be right.
Morning. You have till tomorrow morning. You disgusting, depraved human being. Yes, it's my cat, Babs. Fuck you, asshole. Goodbye.
Did you see her little sausage stump figure do the fuck you, asshole? Good day.
Yes, it's my cat.
Bertha Boyle Jean, thank you so much for the super chat. Chantal should have put her to sleep instead of Gary hotboxing her and letting puppies traumatize her. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Babs, fuck you, asshole. Goodbye. I didn't give it to FFG, so what they did is illegal.
No, you're nothing illegal. You rehomed your cat. You definitely did not give your cat to FFG. I provided a lift, and I pay some vet bills and buy her fancy food, and sometimes some toys, and a cat treat. Listen, and a Gucci collar. Listen, we spoil our niece in this family, okay? And she's all of our niece, Girl Gang's niece. All right. We spoil our niece in this family. Doesn't mean I want the fucking cat or any other goddamn cat. You're so dumb. You never gave your cat to FFG. You never would have given a fucking cat to FFG. FFG doesn't want any fucking cats in her life, in her home, and her. But a niece cat, fine.
Damn, Frenchie. So you didn't just lie to Chantal, you lied to all your supporters. You lied to everybody who opened up their debit cards and super chatted you and praised you. You're a big fat fucking liar. Bop, 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 bop. Let's hear it again. Because now we know you did keep the cat in your house. You didn't even like cats. So we're to believe that you treated BBJ well, like a princess, for the 8 months that you had her in your possession until you decided it was time to end her life? Bullshit. You are a sick bitch, Annie. Pat Ray says, Annie, this is why you've never had friends. Buying strangers doesn't count. Pat Ray, that was a banger.
And she's all of our niece, Girl Gang.
Oh, she
And a
just
cat
said it.
tree. Listen, and a Gucci collar. Listen, we spoil our niece in this family, okay? And she's all of our niece, Girl Gang's niece, all right? We spoil our niece in this family. Doesn't mean I want the fucking cat or any other goddamn cat. You're so
The fucking cat or any other goddamn cat.
family. Doesn't mean I want the fucking cat or any other goddamn cat. You're so dumb. You never gave your cat to FFG.
You never gave your cat to FFG, but she did give her cat to FFG unknowingly. You took that cat, that fucking cat. You kept that fucking cat for 8 months until you couldn't stand to be around that fucking cat anymore, and you had her put down. But we are to believe that you treated her like a fucking princess, that she had the best life possible in her last days, that you got her all of the medical care and vet care and treatment that she needed, yet we've never seen a receipt for anything past that very first vet visit. I'm sorry, the first two. You took her the first day to get her nails trimmed, and you took her back a week later for an exam. We never saw receipt or proof of any further veterinary medical care after that, did we? Did we? No, we didn't. And why? Because it didn't exist. It didn't exist. You paid for one exam so you could get a full report on BBJ's condition. And then she wasn't even honest about that. She said that BBJ's fur was so matted and so tangled that the vet thought that the cat was full of tumors, when in reality, and you can see this on Hater Tater's Twitter, it's the pinned tweet and has been, the remarks that the vet made about her coat was that it was smooth. A smooth coat. There was no mention of matted fur or the vet suspecting possible tumors because the fur was matted. Fucking liar.
Never would have given a fucking cat to FFG. FFG doesn't want any fucking cats in her life, in her home, and her. But a niece cat, fine.
Never wanted a cat in her life or her home.
Oh, dumb. You never gave your cat to FFG. You never would have given a fucking cat to FFG. FFG doesn't want any fucking cats in her life, in her.
FFG doesn't want any fucking cats in her life or in her home. Then why did you take the fucking cat?
You never would have given a fucking cat to FFG. FFG doesn't want any fucking cats in her life, in her home, and her. But a niece cat, fine. Astrofet, thank you for the super chat.
They did is fraud.
Pat Ray says, FFG, you let BBJ be a chew toy for your feral dog, and in 2026, you will be our chew toy. Settle in. That was a banger, Pat Ray. Pat Ray's full of bangers. Love you so much, girl.
Fraudulent.
Oh, Spiteful Bitch says she also said the mats had to be cut out in stages because it was too traumatic. Show us the records. Show us the receipts for those visits where that had to be done. Fucking liar.
Whenever I call the police and tell them that this harasser who's been stalking me and fucking harassing me for however long has my cats, are you serious? I don't care if it's
What does the super chat on the bottom of the screen say? Beautiful, intelligent, thoughtful, caring, honest. Who the fuck are you talking about? Astrofet.
a relative. She's gonna give the cat back. Trust me. Watch.
Oh, Cancer Warrior. Yeah, she killed her dogs. She killed BBJ. She even killed her dad. Her dad just don't know it yet.
Watch.
Were you watching? Did you miss it? I was watching. I didn't see it happen. This was February. We are November. Watch.
Oh my God. This stream took place in November. This was when BBJ, I'm pretty sure, was euthanized in November. When do you guys think that BBJ was already dead when she did this stream?
Bitch.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Watch. Bitch. It's a good thing you didn't hold your breath.
She lied hundreds of times. Smokey Grandma, FFG has lied about literally fucking everything. I'll be shocked if she comes back to YouTube after this. I really will. I really will.
That effort.
Yeah, not so smug now, FFG. Eh? Huh. Snosberry says it's a miracle this woman is single. Oh my God, Carlotta, Alana, did I miss you joining memberships? I'm so sorry, girl. Welcome. Thank you for joining memberships. And forever a basic Betty you shall be. I'm sorry if I missed it.
Life's too short to not be a little briny.
Life's too short to not be a little briny. Thank you so much for joining, Carlotta. I'm sorry I missed that.
And she's wrong tab. Thank you for the super chat.
What do you mean 5 pads? Shut the fuck up. I have receipts of me. I know you all think it's really, really cool to see me like this right now, right?
Oh, that's great. I totally forgot. If we link those two thoughts together there, she has receipts. I have receipts. She's never going to finish that sentence. We don't really know what she has a receipt for, but she did make a claim today on the community tab that she said that she had cut the cat's nails in October. Great. You know what's the great thing about the vet? They keep files. So
Oh, do they, Frenchie? Does the vet keep files? Then how come you never showed any proof that you got BBJ, all of the Medicare, all of the medical attention and vet care that she needed from February to November of 2023 when you had her? Vets keep files. Well, let's see them, Frenchie. Show us. Prove it. Prove that you took that cat back to the vet after March of 2023 when you got her that one exam at the vet. No, we don't know what day in November, Pat, but we know that the video she showed where her dog was tormenting the shit out of BBJ was November 6th. And her brother says by December, BBJ was in an urn in her apartment. Oh, Nikki Finn, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, the beautiful was an acronym for bitch. Gotcha. Thank you so much. Miss Ann says when she did fundraiser, I asked on Twitter for her to show a receipt of what she personally donated, and she went off on me. 0 receipts. Gigi is now saying she gave $14,000 from her own account. Fuck Gigi. That dude's a toilet baby clown. That's all he is. Lord have mercy. Don't even speak that loser's name in my chat. Foodie and Beauty Frozen Diarrhea. Thank you so much for joining memberships. Shamrocks for sure.
The only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible.
Oh my God, that's great. Lavi Tavi Chris has said that October 17th was just first he said October, and I didn't even see where he said the 17th. He knew it was sometime shortly after his mom passed away, within a few months of his mom passing away. So he just kind of threw a dart at the calendar. But it was definitely, he said, the end of 2023, shortly after their mom passed away. But he's sure that it was in December that he saw the urn in her house. So I guess sometime between September and December, he probably was pretty sure it wasn't September. So he narrowed it down to October, November. But he said the goal of putting a date out there like that, a specific date, is because he knew that Frenchie would come online and try to discredit him by proving that that wasn't the right date, thus admitting that BBJ was in fact dead. And that's exactly what she did. She played right into his hand. I guess she's not, as smart And she wants people to think she is. I don't know.
Call up the vet. Tell them, hi, I came in.
I don't think the cat declined rapidly, though, Pat Ray. And how stupid is she to be like, see, look, here's a video of the cat of BBJ on November 7th or November 6th. She's not, she even said she's not even on Door's death. Okay, she's not on Door's death, but you put her down sometime shortly after there. So then why? If she was alive and well and healthy, then why did you put her down? Isn't that why you rescued her from Chantal in the first place? Because she was going to euthanize a perfectly healthy cat? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. It's crazy though, because she spent like almost a whole week after Chris dropped that bombshell and told everybody the cat was dead. It took her days and days to finally come live and speak on it. And so she had days to think it through. And she didn't really think it through all that great, did she?
With my cat late October, BBJ, blah, 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 and just have them email you over a copy of that bill. Post that up on the community tab.
Say it again. What was that? What was that?
Tell them, hi, I came in with my cat nails in October. On the community tab that she said that she had cut the cat's nails in October. Great. You know what's the great thing about the vet? They keep files. So call up the vet. Tell them, hi, I came in with my cat late October, BBJ, blah, 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 and just have them email you over a copy of that bill.
Hey, Frenchie, why don't you call the vet and be like, hey, I had this cat BBJ from February until November in my possession. Could you email me copies of the bills for every single time I brought that cat in to get the veterinary care that it needed? Thanks. Bye. No, you haven't done that and you won't do that. Why? I'm telling you right now, she never took that cat back to the vet after that initial exam. Not fucking once. She paid for the first exam so she could get those records so she could rub it in Chantal's face and tell everybody, look how badly the cat was neglected. She didn't even tell the truth. She told things that were easily disproven by the vet record itself. She never took the cat back again. No, she let her dogs torment the shit out of that cat for 8 months. And then when she got sick of having that fucking cat in her house, she put the cat down. Fucking sick.
Post that up on the community tab like I posted up her entire medical history, and then we will believe that you cut the cat's nails in October. Liar. Okay? It's just that simple. But nothing's ever simple with you because everything you say is a lie.
Yeah, it's just that simple, Frenchie. Oh, that's right. But it's not that simple for you because everything you say is a lie, isn't it? Whew, this woman would have some fucking balls to ever show her face back on YouTube again. I'm going to call it here and now. This is it. Frenchie's not coming back. We're not going to see her back on YouTube ever. She's done. Fucking finished. And I love that for her.
It is literally that simple.
Garlic, if you are you not on Twitter? Send me a DM on Twitter. I'll send it to you.
Bloop.
P-Day, you said Gary will come back to test the water. That's what she was doing last Friday, was testing the water. That's why that live stream was only 15 minutes. She tested the water and it was ice fucking cold and she cut the fuck out. She's never coming back. Cat's rule, I mean, BBJ was as healthy as an 18-year-old cat could be. Frenchie said herself that cat had a lot of life left in her. And in the video that she played of the dog tormenting BBJ in November of 2023, she's like, see, she's perfectly healthy. She's nowhere near Door's death. Yet you euthanized her within weeks of that video with no explanation.
You're sick human beings, all right? You're fucking sick.
Fauntleroy, she tested the water and she got her answer in the live chat. And then she further got her answer in the comment section. She's not coming back. She just doesn't have the balls yet to delete her channel. Frenchie's not coming back. We are never going to see her on YouTube again. She knows she knows she won't survive this. She knows it's over. She knows she's finished. Isn't that crazy that in the very same week, both Frenchie and Amberlynn are faced with the end of their YouTube gravy train, and they're both going to have to go out there and get regular schmegular jobs? I love that for both of them.
If you get pleasure and give money to this fucking bitch who literally stole my cats, you're fucked up. That's false identity.
Yeah, right before Christmas, bitch.
Take my cat. Jack, thank you.
What is she talking about? Oh, okay, false identity, because at the time she thought I was Amy Flowers. It was like a sock account. Just like, it was not at all. Never has been, never would be. Amy Flowers had been around Chantal's channel for a long ass time. For any
Oh, and now we know for a fact Amy Flowers is not where I mean, yeah, Amy Flowers might have been a real sock account somewhere, but it wasn't Amy Flowers talking to Chantal in those DMs to arrange procuring the cat. Most certainly was not Amy Flowers or her brother-in-law who knocked on Chantal's door and took the cat. And it is most certainly not Amy Flowers where the cat ended up spending the remaining days of her life. It was all FFG. But here she is. Here FFG is on this live stream in November of 2023, right around the time that she decided it was time to end the cat's life, lying to her own audience. FFG ruining Charlie's December on YouTube. FFG ruining her own December on YouTube. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you, Legal Weasel Law Giant. Addicted to Cold Brew says, I still believe Dell is Amy Flowers. Probably.
anybody who doesn't know,
Still lying about it. FFG, are you ever going to tell the truth? Do you guys think, this, and FFG has said this herself, that this is such a forgiving community. Do you think that if FFG were to come back to YouTube and take to camera and tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and throw herself at the mercy of this community, that she would be forgiven? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that is even a remote possibility.
and who loves another classic moment.
Put a 2 in the chat if you think it is fucking over for Frenchie. Dunzo, finish. She's out the door. 2 in the chat if you think she's done. There's no coming back from this. Oh, you want to poll it? Oh, fine. Let's poll it. We'll do an actual poll. Can FFG come back from this, or is she done? Yes, she can come back. Nope. Done. Zo. Hold on. Zo. Finished. Thin. Forever. Dead. Hold on. Let me try to get nope. Dead as the cat she stole. Okay, start the poll. There you go. Oh my God, I almost ended the poll instead of, I just wanted to go away. There we go, so I can see. And Crazy Cat Lady says 1.75.
In Chantopolis history, the attempted B&E. I'll give you one guess.
No, OnlyFans doesn't count. This is specifically, can she come back to YouTube?
Who was in Chantal's chat the day of that attempted B&E, and who possibly pushed them over the edge of their paranoia and set off the fucking attempted B&E? That's right. It was Amy Flowers. I shit you not. If you go back on an archive channel and they got the chat included, go back and have a look. Amy Flowers has been the fucking rock of this community for a long ass time, bringing us a lot of good ass fucking content. We owe it to Amy Flowers. Yeah, that's right. It was Amy Flowers, y'all. She's so fucking stupid. I was sniping her the night of the attempted B&E. How the fuck could I be Amy Flowers in your chat, you stupid ass?
I can't even listen to this.
Bye, the Wicked Witch is fucking dead. I can't wait. And if you
Oh my God, the Wicked Witch is fucking dead. Listen to the shaking in her voice. I live for how nervous she was through this whole thing. So angry. Oh, I love it. Vicky, thank you for the super chat, girl. Hell yeah, Amy, Amy. You stole my cat, bitch.
You dug yourself a grave.
What do you? Oh hell! Hold on. How'd that happen? What the hell? Oh, there we
Goodbye,
go.
biatch. Goodbye. The Wicked Witch is fucking dead.
Sorry, I tried to pause it. What do you guys think Frenchie's doing with her time these days? Don't tell me she's at work because we all know she doesn't have a job. She's not working. You think she's filling out job applications like Amberlynn? Man, she's not saying a word on Twitter. She's not. I mean, what do you think she's doing with all her time? Raging, smoking, eating.
I can't wait. And if you don't give my
When a death fat dies,
Chantel Maurice Rosa ceiling. Yes, tell us about when a death fat dies, Frenchie.
don't give my
when a death fat dies, what does that grave digging look like? Do they dig you an extra wide? Is it like a double wide?
The nerve of you, Frenchie. The nerve of you.
So they can
Frida's cat says working out.
cram you in there? Or they just kind of make it fit? I don't know how that works.
Something tells me you'll find out one day, Frenchie.
cat back, I will fucking find you and I will get her myself.
You know what pisses me off though, Chantel, you lazy fat fuck. You did nothing about this. Nothing. You probably could have had her thrown in jail. Chantel, you probably could have back then when this happened. You could have had this bitch thrown in the fucking slammer for what she did. You did nothing. Okay, there's the third remaining Frenchie supporter in chat. Sam, you're unhinged. Yeah, I'm unhinged. Okay.
I will get her myself.
Jen Shaw hater said reading the farms.
Yeah, which is hilarious because I did tell her, "Oh, you want your cat back? You want to come and find me and get her back? Come and meet me at her vet." I dare you, bitch. I will pay for your plane ticket to come and meet me at my vet. Okay, you come and meet BBJ at her
Listen to Miss Moneybags over there. I'll pay for your plane ticket to meet me at the vet.
vet. If you got the fupa balls. And then I suppose if you don't leave there in handcuffs, you're still not leaving with BBJ, but it would be fucking hilarious. I just want to see the fucking vet and everyone who works in that clinic ream you a new asshole.
No, hippiesta? She won? Are you going to give her money in jail? I hope so. I hope so. That's where this bitch
Carla Bretzby said she's going all over Canada to find a cat that looks like BBJ so she can prove us all wrong.
is going.
Would you put money on my books in jail?
If you don't see how disturbing and far she's taken it, are you serious? You people are insane. Insane. No, tiny lasagna. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. No.
And Bertha Boyle Jean says Big Gary's making sock accounts to come in here. Final answer.
Oh my God, that's funny. Brioche. You'll be on the jail phone like, thank you for the super chat. Hey, you never know. Maybe she got what she wanted, eh? You don't know. I don't have a camera open here. For all you know, I've been locked up since February.
Press X to doubt. She said she has a camera up in here. No, the fuck you don't. Remember? You told Keem you don't have a camera.
When this fucking BBJ heist happened. And this is me streaming from the payphone in the prison cell. And that's how we've been doing these streams. You don't know. Kalari, thank you for the super chat.
No. I'm not fucking with cats, okay? You're causing false outrage for nothing. This is what she's doing, and she's going to pay. She's going to pay. Do not worry. She's going to pay.
Chantel was not wrong. FFG, in the end, most definitely will pay for this. She's paying for it right now, Chantel. She wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong. No, she's paying for it all right. sometimes, these things take time, but that shit definitely came around and FFG is most definitely paying for it because you guys, when you're talking about the universe, and the energy and the universe, it's bigger than all of us, right? Like we as a community, this Girl World YouTube community, we have our thoughts and opinions on Chantel and that she's a big fat piece of shit and all that. And that may be true. But in the big scheme of things, like the energy of the universe doesn't see it that way, right? They don't. Everybody's like on an even playing ground, I guess you could say. And even though Chantel, yeah, she's a big fat fucking piece of crap and she's a horrible garbage human, so is FFG. And just because we don't like Chantel doesn't make what FFG did to her in this situation okay as far as karma is concerned. So FFG was always going to pay for this, for what she did to Chantal, one way or another. And here we are. Her day has come. Sowing and reaping applies to everyone. Yes, thank you. That's a much better way of saying it. I appreciate you.
She just vibrated as she said that, as she's adjusting right before.
Pay. Causing false outrage for nothing. This is what she's doing, and she's going to pay. She's going to pay. Do not worry. She's going to pay.
She just vibrated as she said that.
Yeah, but she wasn't wrong, was she, Frenchie? How are things going for you this evening, French fried girl? I just want to tap that back and play it one more time.
And she's going to pay. She's going to pay. Do not worry. She's going to pay.
She just vibrated as she said that. As she's adjusting, right before she's adjusting the hijab, she's going to pay. She fucking vibrates her whole body. I love this. We got to watch this every once in a while.
Yeah, BBJ got the last laugh. Yeah. Hold on. What'd she say?
I love this. We got to watch this every once in a while. I can't believe we waited almost a year to relive this. What the fuck is wrong with me? This is the greatest thing ever. I've never seen this woman so angry and powerless at the same time. It's amazing.
Geez, Frenchie, do you still feel the same? Do you still think that this is the greatest thing ever? I would love to hear your thoughts present day. Bertha Boyle Jean says, this is your karma lesson. Put out what you want back, girls. Karma comes for all of us. She can bite or she can love. It's up to you. Exactly. Yes, powerless is the key word. Interesting word choice indeed.
Amazing.
She's doing, and she's going to pay. She's going to pay. Do not worry. She's going to pay. So this is what happened, okay?
I agree, Panda. That'd be a great soundbite.
Harassment and yeah.
No, Bunneth, at this point, this stream that we're watching took place in November of 2023. That's like literally this stream took place within days or weeks of BBJ being put down. FW 1129, unsure. She was either dead or she was about to be, because this took place in November of 2023, and we know for sure that she was gone by December. Cab says, poll on if FFG will try scamming another community. Let's look at this poll. 323 votes. There's 607 of you here. Only a little more than half have voted. All right, fine. The result of the poll is 34% say yes, she can come back. 66% say nope, she's dead as the cat she stole. FFG was live. Poopy saw that she was the one with BBJ and messaged Foodie, so Foodie fired up alive. Okay.
Yes, people are messaging me. Charged with harassment.
Chantal Marie Soro says FFG is going to try her hand at Chroma.
And stalking. You
Yes, Officer Siro is just making up the charges now. You tried that, didn't you, cop calling piece of shit?
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, this is a banger. Cop calling piece of shit. Wasn't it? Was it today or yesterday? I can't remember. Was it yesterday or today that FFG herself became a cop calling piece of shit when she called the cops on her own brother to tattle to try to get him in trouble? Cop calling piece of shit. Also in the month of November. Wow.
I was just making up the charges now. You tried that, didn't you, cop calling piece of shit? You tried twice, actually, because this stream, spoiler alert, it's going to end with her stupid ass going to try and call the cops on me. And it's not going to work out the way she wants it to work out. So what does she do? All the way from the land of, what do you call, Kuwait? She has one of her fucking cornholios legit call the cops and make up fucking stories. Huh? Just like she did with Koki. Completely fabricated bullshit. You know what ironically was not even mentioned to the cops when they had the audacity to go and file false, or try to, I should say, make a false report about me? You know what was not mentioned at all in that report? The cat incident.
Oh my God, Amber got her ass booted on the Rarity anniversary too. I didn't realize that.
Why would you have not even mentioned the cat thing if you think you're putting fucking charges on me? You and every fucking cornhole relative are dumb as fucking bricks. All of you fucking morons. And here's another thing. When you want to go and file false claims at the cops, you got to think about what you're filing first. You got to think about what you're writing. Think about what you're saying. Because when you accuse someone of fuck shit that is verifiably a lie, you understand that the cops are now looking at you like you're a moron, right? It does nothing for your case, for your credibility. You lie about things that are verifiable.
You know, I think
You know how bad it has to be when the Cornwall cops.
I think that there's a bigger cosmic karmic karma whatever reason why 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago now, in February of 2023, when Chantel did call the police and she did try to get FFG hemmed up for this, there's a reason that we can now see clearly why the cops didn't take it seriously and they didn't do anything. It's so that this day would come, right? I think that any punishment that FFG may have received from the courts, had this gone to court through court, any punishment that she would have received from the courts would have been minuscule, right? She maybe would have got, like, at worst, like a probation or something like that, just a slap on the wrist. You stole somebody's cat. Don't do that again. You know, pay Chantel a couple $100 as restitution and get out of our faces, right? No, the punishment she's receiving today is what she deserves. Losing everything. It's over for Frenchie on this platform. She will never, ever, ever recover from this. Ever. The days of Frenchie raking in thousands of dollars a month from YouTube are done. It's over. And that is what she deserves. That punishment fits this crime. I think it's great, actually. I'm not mad at all that Chantel was not successful in getting the courts or the police to do anything about this in February 2023, because this is much worse. Just think, back in 2023, if Chantel had gotten Frenchie hemmed up, she would have made even more money than she did as it was. Her supporters, the YouTube audience, would have thrown 10 times more money at her if she had gotten hemmed up on this. No, this is perfect. The way it ended up playing out, perfect. Exactly. She reaped what she sowed. Genitalia, thank you so much for being a member for 19 months. Replay gang. Hope you're feeling better. I am. Thank you so much. I don't care. I love it. Thank you for being a member for 24 months. Sham rocks for sure. FFG has got her foot shoved so far up her gullet. Save some for later, girl. You're about to be hungry. Hashtag no small portions. That was a fucking banger. Thank you so much for that. Yes, this hits her where it hurts. Yep, and she did it to herself because there was no reason to lie. Exactly, Tweet T. Exactly. Cancer Warrior says the internet never forgets FF Gunt. Nope. Yes, this punishment fits the crime.
They're laughing at you, pig. You're so stupid. Keep cornholing.
Who's laughing now, Frenchie? Frenchie, something tells me you're not laughing now, are you? Something tells me your smug ass will never again take to YouTube mic and laugh at Chantel like this. Because, bitch, now you're the fucking laughing stock. You're the clown. You're the cow. And we're all laughing at you. How does that feel, you dumb bitch?
You made my case. You made my case. No. That's what you think. You think that she's okay because she made up a persona or she gave it to a family member. Whatever. I was under the impression, and she's sniping? Bitch, you have exactly till tomorrow morning to get your fucking ugly fat ass right to this villa. Because I swear if you don't, jail. And you are going to jail for this, by the way. This is way too far. You're going to talk about...
She's going to wish she was in jail. She's going to wish she was in jail when she no longer has those YouTube checks coming in and she's back to schlepping it at some fucking dead end factory job, making the equivalent of minimum wage. Once again, unable to pay her rent, unable to feed herself. No more big portions, no more octopus for you, no more chips to grease, no more nothing. I love it so much. Damn it, Liv. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sham, if FF Gunt goes to another community and tries to rebrand, yes, I read rebrand in Yaba's voice. Will you make a wanted poster for said community and try to educate them? More than likely not. More than likely not, because that's just not, it's not my place or my position to do such a thing. I think that something tells me that FFG's reputation will precede her no matter where she goes. But we'll see. Bertha Boyle says 9th eviction upcoming.
She's right. I'm in jail. I never told you guys, but
No, she's gonna wish she was in jail so she'd have 3 hots and a cot. It's gonna be real hard for you to scratch up 3 hots and a cot now, isn't it, Frenchie? Woo-wee. Sucks to be you.
we do these. I'm in jail. Bitch, you're the one sitting in a cell. You don't even have a fucking key to your front door. Who's in jail? Bitch.
I don't care. You're going to talk about her pads. I also have receipts of talking to Amy Flowers saying, I was in Kuwait for 3 months. BBJ, the vet herself, I will call the fucking vet for receipts if I have to because you people are psychotic and driving me to this.
There you go. Well, we drove you to it, but you never did it, did you? There, don't threaten us with a good time, bitch. Call the vet, get those fucking receipts, prove to us that you cut the cat's nails in October. I can't even tell you the crow I would eat because this doesn't exist. Do you understand?
Do you understand? I hate it when she says, do you understand, Frenchie? Do you understand? Call the vet. Get all of BBJ's vet records from the time that you took her from Chantel to the time up to and including when you had her euthanized and put that shit on the Twitters. You understand?
Chantal, if you cut the cat's nails in October, I will literally eat a fucking Adidas t-shirt. Okay? I will take my golden boy, my favorite Adidas t-shirt. I will eat that motherfucker. If you prove to us that you cut the cat's nails in October. Okay? How's that? I will pay for your return flight ticket. I'll give you whatever the fuck you want, Chantal. Oh. I'm saving up to buy a house. Bitch, I'll give you the fucking house.
Are you saving up to buy a house, Frenchie? Did you save up to buy a house? It's been 2 years since this live stream. And as far as I understand, you're still living in subsidized low income housing. Where's your spite house?
Deed in your name. All you have to do is prove to us that you cut the cat's nails in October. Just that simple, heifer. Deidre, thank you for the super chat.
Mm-mm-mm.
And this is what you want. You want to rage because you're such.
Well, she definitely made enough to buy a house. What was the numbers that came out? $500,000 Canadian is what she's made on YouTube. Where the fuck is your house? Where the fuck is your webcam? Huh. Priscilla, thank you so much for the super chat. It's sad that the community was only ones who truly loved BBJ. Exactly. Did you check your mail? Us? Did we check our mail? I haven't recently, but I will. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Wonderful individuals, right? Really. So that you resort to criminal activity and breaking someone down, causing people to fucking kill themselves. You are sick criminals. Fuck off. Holy shit.
The manipulation of it all. Oh my God.
The nerve of you to even utter the word manipulation, Annie.
God. Fucking relax, bruh. I'm not your mother. You don't have to try and fake a S attempts or a desire to get a little fucking attention or go sleep with your boyfriends. Okay? Save it, man. No one cares.
Shit. Like, what the fuck?
I can almost guarantee the video was muted because BBJ was growling. Oh, yeah. There's a reason she didn't play the audio with that. I can't believe she played that clip even without the audio. It wasn't ever proven she was in a motel. I just assumed it was a shithole. No, that's not a motel. It's low-income subsidized housing.
Seriously.
That she clearly, obviously does not financially qualify to be living in. So isn't that curious?
No, Monica. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's not my cat. No. It doesn't work that way. I'm sure that you're all happy. Ooh, yay! You won, FFG. No, it doesn't work that way. I made a deal with this Amy Flowers person to have BBJ. Okay? That's it. The fact that, how can people even super chat this? How are you okay with someone taking someone else's fucking cat? I was in Kuwait for 3 months. Elderly cat's nails. Oh my God.
Jeff's Couch Pineapple. No. She didn't use her brother or father's information to get into the low-income housing. She was low income, dirt poor, just coming off of 8 evictions in 3 years when she went into that housing. She was already living in that housing as a poor person when she made her YouTube channel and started making money on YouTube. She just never reported to low-income housing that she started making thousands of dollars a month on YouTube.
And
Yeah, you can't because this whole
You thought she moved? She said she moved, but can we believe anything that Frenchie says? Class, what have we learned over the last week or so? That you can't believe a fucking thing that comes out of French Fried Girl's mouth. There's a reason why she said she moved. Do you really think that if she really, truly, genuinely, if she truly had moved, do you really think that she would tell the internet that? No, she wouldn't. She told the internet she moved because she wanted them to believe she moved for some reason. No, you can't believe a fucking thing that bitch says. Pat Ray says she said she moved on July 1, but had streamed that day with no mention of moving activity. Yeah, she's a fucking liar. French Fried Fraud is a fucking liar who lies, and that has been proven without a doubt over the last week or so online.
whole thing is bullshit. Oh, I love watching a liar squirm. This is the greatest stream ever. I know I just keep repeating it, but it fucking is. I don't fucking care. She's so genuinely pissed off. This rage is coming from her like dead heart. You know what I mean? Her fucking oh my God, no, it's too good. She's so angry, so powerless. Her fucking ego hurts so bad. And then she's losing it. She is. I can't
Yeah, great quote. I love watching a liar squirm. If only we could watch you squirm, you lying bitch.
think of another like rage from her with this much real, like, yeah, the quaking in her voice. Yes, grandma's, but this is coming not just from a place of anger, but like it's the defeat. You know what I mean? Fuck, I love it.
Oh, we loved it too when we got to listen to your defeat last Friday in your 15-minute bullshit ass stream you did. Remember? Where you had to come crawling back to YouTube on your hands and knees and say, "I'm just a coward. I'm a liar and a coward, and I'm so sorry."
Epithelium, thank you for the super chat, girl. I show her on reaction channels to my kids as an example of how not to be. That's your YouTube legacy right there, cutie. I love that.
Oh my God, what a coincidence, Frenchie. That's your YouTube legacy now, too, isn't it? Yikes. Hey, Sky, good to see you. Rule number 1 now applies to FFG. Isn't that crazy? We've been comparing all of the similarities between Frenchie and her twin sister Chantel for the last several months, right? And now here's another one. Rule number 1, Frenchie fucking lies. Rule number 1, Frenchie's a fucking liar. She lies to everybody, including her audience, including her supporters, her fucking pay pigs. And she lies to herself, clearly.
The Bergie, thank you for the super chat. She should have taken Julia to the vet before buying a new car. Priorities, right? Priorities. Uh-huh.
You're my cats are not your fuck. I swear to God. I'm going to call the cops right now. I'm going to call the cops right now. You have until tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, bitch. Tomorrow. Yeah. Someone came into my home under the pretense that my cat was going somewhere else, not to you. My harass.
The cat didn't come to me. Nobody wants. I shouldn't say nobody. I'm sorry. I don't mean to shit on cats. Like
She did go to you, Frenchie. Look at how easily the lies just roll off of Frenchie's tongue. That's disturbing.
that. I feel like every time I say this, it's like cat people are like, this bitch. You know what I mean? I don't want a cat. I've been clear of that. You're coming to me. No. All I do is pay the fucking bills for the vet. If you don't like that,
Really? Well, why don't you call up the vet and have them email the bills, the receipts to you? Or surely you have the receipts laying around somewhere. Fucking prove it, Frenchie. Prove that you paid for any vet visit for that cat after March the 1st. You can't because you didn't. You're a fucking liar who lies.
you could always fucking take that responsibility
Hey, pink strawberry glaze.
over. Oh, wait. You can't afford to, can you? Shava, thank you for the super chat, girl.
You know, something I noticed, and I didn't know this before because I didn't watch Frenchie. She doesn't even read the super chats. She just says, thank you. Thanks for the super chat. Doesn't even bother reading them. She's literally the only YouTube creator I have ever witnessed that does not read the super chats. Wild.
Stalker hate.
Exactly. That's why she doesn't have a camera on, because she's a fucking liar. And she can't lie as easily with the camera on. The truth was leaking out in these streams the whole time. People like her always tell on themselves. They sure do. What's done in the dark always comes to light, doesn't it, Frenchie? Damn. I'm telling you, Frenchie's never coming back. She had to go off camera for the last couple of years because of her lies. And now that all the lies have been exposed and she's been revealed to be a bigger fucking lying piece of shit than Chantel ever could be, now she can't even come back with the camera off. She's fucking done. We'll never see her again. I'm telling you, clock at the fucking house. We will never see Frenchie back on YouTube again. Fucking ever. I'm telling you. Clock it.
Hater. Just wait. Just fucking wait. Just wait. All right. So I'm
And Joanna said, Inshallah.
gonna get off of here.
She did do worse than Chantel. I agree. This is totally don't fuck with cats or kids. And look what she did. Look what she did to us about that situation involving small children that never should have come to the internet, never should have been exposed or discussed on the internet. Oh, and Frenchie, if you think that your karma for that is not going to come around and take a big, fat fucking bite out of you, bitch, it is. It is. Just when you think you can't lose anything else in your life, once this cat karma is done with you, the karma for what you did to our family and you're exploiting the sexual assault of a 4-year-old little girl, that's going to come for you next. And then what will you be left with, Frenchie? Just when you think you've lost it all, just when you think you have nothing left to lose, then that karma is going to come knocking for you. I can't wait.
Oh, her sister-in-law. I don't care. I don't care. Just wait. Just wait. They did, yeah. Because if they had any affiliation with BBJ, I wouldn't have, with fucking FFG, I wouldn't have done it.
Well, let that be a lesson to everybody in life that you always have to do your due diligence. And if you don't do your due diligence, that's on you, heifer. You're a 40-year-old fucking woman. I wouldn't have given the kid if I knew she had any affiliation with FFG. Do you know how crazy you could have sounded? It would have been actually kind of funny. Imagine you're just randomly trying to rehome a pet. You put an ad out on God only knows where. And every single person who calls, hi, I'm calling about the cat. You go, do you have anything to do with FFG? And they're like, what? Any affiliation at all? I love it. So stupid. Nee Marie, wifey number 3. Thank you for the super chat, girl. I'm a pudding chômeur today. That sounds so good. Pudding chômeur is so good when it's winter. Bitch, you just reminded me. I'm salivating. Ooh, I need to post it in a pen. Thanks for reminding me. Wait. I'm so happy that you're replaying these as I went to rehab when all this went down. So this will be my first raid view. And also, I need.
Oh my God. Of all of the super chats for her to pause and read, she's going to read one where the viewer says their dad died today. Let me remind you all, this is November of 2023. It was just a few months later in March of 2024 that Frenchie told Taz D in a private message that her dad had died shortly after her mom died in September.
My father died today. Damn, girl. I'm sorry. I'm making jokes and shit. I didn't even read ahead. I'm so sorry for your loss. Damn. Take care of yourself. I'm glad you're here trying to have a little laugh with us today, but nothing can change the mood. I'm so sorry, girl.
Damn, Frenchie, your dad, according to you, had just died. Oh, that's right. Rule number 1, Frenchie lies. Frenchie killed off her own fucking dad in a lie that she didn't even have to tell. Like, there was no fucking reason for her to tell Taz D that her dad had died. Like, what?
Yeah, she does kill animals. You have a real big fucking balls to talk about how I take care of my pets. Bitch. I don't think so. She didn't do anything, Siren. Shut the fuck up. All of you need to get bent. All of you. So you know what? Cops are being called right now. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Actually,
oh,
so you can get it? Yeah, like they're being taken care of by the person I didn't. I'm just getting off of here. Goodbye.
Amazing. Oh my God. This is beautiful.
Do you still find that to have been amazing and beautiful now, Frenchie? Is it still amazing and beautiful? How amazing and beautiful is it now, Frenchie? Jenny Lynn, thank you so much for joining memberships. Shamrocks for sure. A word from our sponsor.
When life hands you cucumbers, make pickles, right?
Oh, amazing. Thank you for that. Thank you for joining memberships.
Completely. That is the best rage she's ever given us. Not like she's gone way farther, like off the rails and stuff. Said like much more like insane shit, but it's the shakiness and the real and the place of her ego where this one came from. I fucking live for that one. All right. So she ends that stream. I'm going to call the cops. Well, oh, she comes back pretty fucking
Yeah, Bertha Boyle Jean, someone's obvious pain makes her so happy. She's like this with other people too. You're a sick fuck, Frenchie. A sick, sick, sick fuck. And I, for one, cannot be more pleased that you are getting exactly what the fuck you deserve.
her in a few minutes. We're definitely going to watch the defeated stream. Hummingus, thank you for the super chat, girl. So you remember that face that we just ended it on? Rabid bitch. Let me get the tab on the next one and spot the difference.
Oh, hold on. I don't want to miss any of the cackle.
You don't even have to press play to see the fucking difference. Look at her. Look at her eyes. Look at the defeat. Because the cops pretty much told her to go fuck herself, and that it may be a civil, like, they're not even like, oh, this is a civil matter. They're like, if this is anything, this could be a civil matter. She got shut down so fucking hard by the cops. She really thought, bitch, that she was sending fucking cops over to arrest my ass. So this is the face that we got when she came back. I've pressed play. She's just not moving yet.
Okay.
Why get braces at 55? First of all, I'm not 55. Second of all, why not? Why not? I can afford them. I need them. Why not?
I'm going to try not to cry.
No, that's too good. I gotta make a little edit. And the edit is gonna be the end of that stream. I'm gonna call the cops, bitch! And then come back. I'm gonna cry. Oh,
I'm sorry. As much as I dislike Chantal, I didn't watch this when it went down. I was not an FFG watcher. Did not see this then. I just don't think that I could have supported that or found it entertaining or anything like this. I don't know. It's just it's just so fucking hateful. People threw thousands of dollars at Frenchie for this. I mean, this is some hateful shit. I don't know.
my God, this is the best. I couldn't appreciate. This is like I'm seeing this all for the first time in a way. I did not appreciate half of how amazing this was on the night. Wow. 1027 Anno, thank you for the super chat. Exactly. Where's the
1027 Anno used to be in my chat a lot. And guess where they're at now? No surprise, no shocker. The Grift Gang. Thank God 1027 Anno no longer comes in my chat. Clearly trash.
years worth of medical records for BBJ? Allegedly not an animal abuser, right?
Where's the 8-9 months worth of medical records for BBJ that FFG allegedly conspiracy, whatever, told everybody she was footing the bill for? Never saw any of that, did we? Big fat fucking liar. And she lied like just continuously, constantly, especially in that first year, just lied and lied and lied. Just like made up elaborate lies and shit. For what?
Exactly.
So,
Oh yeah, Invisible Buddha, a little over 85 pounds. Pretty impressive, huh?
And my hijab, I know it's really messy. Yeah, he's the one who told me about that. I was getting ready, actually, to pray.
Oh,
Look at this super chat. Dee Dee, not Dee Dee. The Beast is the most hideous, evil, psychotic sociopath I've ever seen in my flippin' long life. Wow. That's exactly how I think the majority of the community, I'd say 99.9% of us would describe Frenchie today. Hideous, evil, psychotic sociopath. Wild.
shut up.
The irony.
Here comes the bullshit. Now we have to be the eternal victim, of course. I was getting ready to take a fucking edible. Tell us the truth, okay? You were going to get high and order food to cope because it is what it is. You were going to pray. Girl, stop it. You had your back to Mecca in the video where you two fucking morons were pretending to pray, okay? I was, and she thinks, I'm going to pray. You're full of shit, man. I love it. Dee Dee, thank you for the super chat.
And then Sala told me that FFG is your cat. And I'd like to know exactly karma for what? For what? For what? For defending my
Exactly, Cat's rule. Rescued a cat that the vet said was good, and then FFG put a cat down when she was no longer useful. That's exactly what she did. Don't fuck with cats, FFG.
myself against the constant harassment from this evil witch in Montreal.
What does that have to do with anything? Okay? When someone's talking about your karma, it had nothing to do with me, you fucking idiot. They're talking about the way you treated the fucking cats. This is your karma. What? Because I defend myself. Shut up, you selfish moron. That is that. You see right away. In defending myself. You didn't cut your cat's nails because you were defending yourself? You let your cat become one giant goddamn mat because you were defending yourself? You didn't clean her teeth or take care of any of her other ailments, massive urinary tract infection, aggressive infection, because you were defending yourself? Logic, hippo brain, logic, fuck. I think the fat's starting to seep into the brain, fuck. It doesn't even make sense. Or maybe that's what happens when you're that mad. I don't know. When I get mad, I get real on point. I'm the opposite. I don't go mush brain when I'm mad. I am fucking on point when I am mad. You should hear my French when I rage at someone in French. I sound like French is my first language. Fuck. It's scary. Okay? She turns to mush brain when she's pissed off.
What did I do to this horrible person, miserable person, for her to harass me like this? So you know what? You won, okay? You have BBJ, good for you. You can tell the world that her nails grew too long, even though I have receipts telling Amy, who was supposed to have the cat, that her nails were long, and I have receipts that I acknowledge that, and I have receipts that I offered to take her to the vet today. Yeah.
What kind of an argument is that? I let the nails grow into the pads for months, and it's the second time that we know it happens. Months! But I have receipts that I told Amy that her nails were long and that I was going to take her to the vet today. We know you were going to take her to the vet that day. You were trying to go for that end-of-life consultation, and my instinct, as usual, was bang on the money. I had a bad feeling that's what she was going to try and do. The people, why didn't she let her take her to the vet? Because I had a feeling euthanizing her was plan A. Plan B was rehoming her if she couldn't get her way at the vet.
Oh my goodness. But then what? 8 months later, when you decided it was time to euthanize her, yet during all this time, you said nothing about how BBJ was thriving and living her best life? Then why did you euthanize her? Or did you not euthanize her? Did your dog kill her? Will we ever find out? Will we ever get the truth? Of course not.
I had a feeling. And she confirmed that when she told us twice that she was taking her for that. And
The vet did confirm that the nails were long, but her saying that the cat's fur was nothing but mats, that's a lie, because the vet report on, I think it was March 1st, just a week after Frenchie got the cat from her, the vet report says that her coat describes her coat as being smooth. There's no reference to any mats in her fur. I guess at some point Frenchie said that her fur was so matted that it was painful for her, and that they had to take care of the mats in stages. But the initial exam, which that vet report can be found on Hater Tater's Twitter. It's the pinned tweet, and it's been translated to English. The initial report, from what I am saying, I'm gonna say it here and now, that was the first and last time Frenchie took that cat to the vet. It describes her coat as being smooth. So every time she talked about BBJ being matted, it was a complete lie.
end of life consultation. I fucking knew it. And that's why, no, I didn't want you taken to the vet. I knew how you had slanted things. We saw you starve the cat. We saw the way the cat didn't have water. We saw the cat teetering around. And we knew you were trying to like stack that appointment against her.
And we saw your dog nipping at BBJ's face, and BBJ having to swat at your dog to keep your dog off of her. That's what the fuck we saw.
Okay. That's all. Just as somebody, thank you for the super chat.
That's right. Babe says neither of these women should have animals. They're both severely unhinged and psychotic. Exactly. I agree.
Happy belated.
So you have BBJ, don't kill her like you killed your 2 dogs.
Catsroll, I'm so glad to see you. I just wanted to say that. I've missed you.
It's insane that people are willing to suck.
Yes, Danny Roberts says, I read in Charlie's comments that someone had emailed FFG to ask her what kind of kidney medication BBJ was on, and FFG said she couldn't remember. Well, why don't you just, I don't know, place a simple call to the vet and have them look it up? Couldn't do that because you never took that cat back to the vet for any kind of medical care. You didn't, you fucking liar. Foodie and beauty frozen diarrhea. Thank you so much for the super chat. Is Chantel camping out here with that tent on her head? And she was, cosplaying at the time. I guess, I don't know. I guess present day, she's back to cosplaying. She's back to LARPing as a Muslim. No, FFG didn't give her meds. Oh my God, Tweet T. That's a horrible thought. I just pray that FFG wore headphones when she did her stream so BBJ didn't have to hear Chantal's voice around her and not be able to understand. I took Paul to the vet one day while Yaba was live doing her support group, and I had it playing in the car over Bluetooth. And when Paul heard her voice, he started meowing in his carrier in the back seat. And I knew it was because he heard her voice. I even when I came to a stoplight and I texted her and I said, I asked her to tell Paul that it was going to be okay, and he was a good boy because he could hear her.
Ironically, the same vet that cared for those 2 dogs is the same vet that's caring for BBJ. And here we are almost a year later. And you know what? Thriving.
Whoa. November 2023. That is when this stream, the FFG, is speaking. November of 2023. And we just heard her say that BBJ is thriving. The sick thing about all of this is Chantel is a horrible animal owner, but it's obvious that Frenchie is exaggerating the situation to make herself out to be a saint. Exactly. Listen to this sick, twisted, depraved shit.
That cared for those 2 dogs is the same vet that's caring for BBJ. And here we are almost a year later. And you know what? Thriving. Night and day.
BBJ was thriving in November of 2023, but come December, she was in an urn dead and gone. Why did you euthanize a cat that was thriving, Frenchie?
Compared to the day she was rescued. Thriving. Night and day compared to the day she was rescued. Living her best life for the first time of her life. If she had
Living her best time for the first time in her life, yet less than a month later, her ashes are in an urn in your apartment, and you've offered the community no explanation for that.
compared to the day she was rescued, living her best life for the first time of her life. If she has a year left, if she has 2 years left, who knows? At least the end of her life, she'll have had the chance to live, not in pain, with actual love and affection and care provided to her, whatever she needs, whatever she wants. She wants for nothing in life. There's never an empty bowl or a day without a toy or a day where she's blown off for a crackhead who doesn't want you. Okay. The cat is enjoying the end of life like every old person should get the chance to do.
Holy shit. You are one seriously, seriously sick bitch.
Your ass. But go against me when you euthanized your 2 dogs and one of them for anxiety. So,
God. And she euthanized BBJ.
Just stating it for the record in case there's new people, that's a lie. Nobody euthanizes a dog for anxiety. I'm not even going, it doesn't affect me anymore. God, listen, I lost my mom this year. I don't want to say fuck the dogs, but in the grand scheme of things, like I love those fucking dogs, but my mom just died. You know what I mean? It's not the same. It is not the same.
Yeah, and according to your brother, you didn't bother to come around and help your mom while she was dying. But that's a conversation for another day.
Nobody was put down for anxiety. Vets don't do that. People don't do that. People who love their animals don't do that. Chantal doesn't understand what bonded pairs are because she's never been able to find a mate willing to be with her. She's certainly never going to feel what being bonded like that to a partner feels like. But that's what happened to the dogs. Everybody knows that.
I don't either. Yeah, it says, I don't think BBJ was living her best life with Frenchie. I'm sorry, I don't. And neither do I. I don't think anybody does anymore. Oh, except for those 10 people who still support Frenchie.
anyway, none of you are too bright. So, good for you. Good for you. I have nothing else to say. I have no words. I'm not, at the end of the day, yeah, she's rehomed. I don't know. This person is sick. I don't know what she might do. Like the fact that she's psychotic enough to go to these lengths and you're not worried about BBJ's well-being and her care, the fact that you think I mistreated BBJ is bullshit.
You know how much nobody trusts Chantal to take care of pets in this community? I mean, it's no surprise. I'm a very polarizing motherfucker. You kind of either like me or you hate my fucking guts. And there's a lot of people in this community who hate my fucking guts.
That aged well. Let's hear it again.
Or you hate my fucking guts. And there's a lot of people in this community who hate my fucking guts.
And so many more hate your fucking guts today, 2 years later, huh, Frenchie? How does that feel?
I don't see too many people at all too concerned about the treatment of the cat or that the cat's not getting like the best, you know, of everything that she could possibly need or want. You can hate my guts all you want and still acknowledge the fact that I'm a fucking animal lover and it's sort of the only cause I give 2 shits about in the world. Yeah.
Really? Yet, as my wife points out in chat, 3 animals were put down by Frenchie in like a year.
It is what it is. The community recognizes that. Do you, the people who hate me in this community recognize that, Chantal? Do you understand how much that means that they hate you and that everybody knows that you are an animal abuser? Yeah, it speaks volumes about you, not about me. Kalari, thank you for the super chat, girl.
I've had her since 2017 in my videos.
I think that Frenchie put the second dog down because the second dog probably was very depressed and probably maybe even, cried and howled and was carrying on, and FFG couldn't be bothered with that. And that's why she put that dog down. That's my best guess based on the information I have in front of me.
There's compilations of me how I treat my effing cat. She was my everything. So shut up about that.
Well, that's not true at all. If she was your everything, like I would say Ollie was my everything. I had a bond with that little schmuck. He was my everything. So if
Mommy of two, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. A basic Betty forever. I'm glad FF Gunt's fake act is finally shown. Me too, girl. Me too. I'm glad we're never going to have to worry about seeing FFG on this platform ever again. Whew.
if I looked over at that dog and he looked at me and the eye contact didn't feel right, I feel like, oh my God, there's something going on with you. We were going to DMV. DMV is the emergency vet in Montreal, okay? Is it the daytime? Is it the middle of the night? I don't
She pretended they were her dogs, but they were her dad's. What the fuck? The naughty box is FFG gone? Yes, she is.
give a shit. Do I have the money for this appointment? Am I going to have to pull it from somewhere else? I don't give a shit. My boy was getting to the
You thought she was back to business as usual? No.
doctor because I can see in his eyes that there's something not right because he was my everything. And I wanted to make
Chris said Maggie was her dad's, not Ollie. Okay. Tweet T says FFG was streaming with the Grift Gang. That's the only group of degenerate fucking losers that'll have her. That's great.
sure I had that little bastard for as long as I could and that he was living his best life. Huh? That's what someone being your everything is, Chantal. You can't fucking relate.
I hate it when she does that.
You were too lazy to go and drive and get them cat food. You were too lazy to take her to the vet. It's not about broke and it's not about you were too busy or anything. You had fuck all to do and you were flexing that you were making 20 grand a month. It's a choice to be that selfish.
BS, and you know it. Let me fix my freaking hijab. I'm gonna freak out.
Tiffany, thank you for the super chat, girl. Totally agreed.
This is her and succeeding, sadly, at causing outrage, false outrage, at the very least, exaggerated outrage over.
No, again, I'm gonna have to say no. Here's what I'll say.
Do you really think she'll stay gone? I feel like she's going to pull a Foodie and come back, blocking everyone who mentions BBJ or the lies. She's narcissistic. No, I don't think she's going to come back. I really don't. I think if she was going to come back, she would have come back already. I think the longer that she stays gone, the longer she stays gone, the more it just solidifies the fact that she is guilty of everything that guilty of everything. And I think that I think that if she was going to come back, she would have come back already. Didn't she say she was going to be back like on Monday and didn't show up? Sunday or Monday? No, I don't think she's coming back. My Sassy Bear, thank you so much for being a member for 14 months. Forever Basic Betty, you shall be. Is FFG gone as in left YouTube? I mean, she has not officially announced that she's not coming back. I don't see her coming back. I don't. I would love for her to prove me wrong. Because that sure would be helpful for me. As far as my channel goes and my content goes, because if that bitch does have the balls to come back to YouTube, you bet your ass we will review and analyze and study every fucking word that comes out of her mouth going forward. And that'll be a good time. So me personally, I hope she comes back. Absolutely. Do I think she'll come back? No, I don't. I think that, where is that tweet? Hold on. I just seen it. right before I came live, and it was absolutely, here it is. This is the real FFG. Look here, Pink Fairy Armadillo on Twitter, FFG online, FFG in real life. This is the real FFG right here. Okay. The mask, she's been unmasked, and come to find out, she's just a big fat fucking piece of shit, a big cowardly lion. So now that, the real FFG has been revealed, no, I don't think she'll come back. Life of a Trucker's wife says, I'm thinking she'll attempt to test the waters. I believe that's what Friday's stream was. That stream that she did on Friday, this one, where she named it Friday. The name of the stream was just Friday. And the thumbnail, what was the thumbnail? Wasn't it just fries, 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 fries? That was her testing the water. That was her testing the water. And she only made it 15 minutes because the chat was eating her alive. If she had come live Friday on this stream, the Friday stream, and she had shelled out that line of bullshit that she gave, and I am so, so sorry. I'm a coward. And I didn't tell you guys because the community's so feral and I just wasn't ready for it. If that had been received warmly, and if her chat and her supporters had been like, we understand, it's okay. We know you did the best we know you made the best decision. We know you took care of BBJ. We know you gave BBJ all the best in her last days. It's okay. We love you anyway, Frenchie. Hell yeah, she would have went right into a reaction. It would have been business as usual on Friday on that stream. That's why she gave it that generic ass name, Friday, because she didn't know which way it was going to go. And all depending on how the chat went would determine if she was just going to make it short and sweet and cut it off if it didn't go well, or if it went well and she was getting all that ass pats in chat, it would have been regular schmegular. No, she cut it off at 15 minutes because she was getting her ass handed to her. And then what did she do? What did she do within an hour of ending that stream while Yaba was live reviewing it? Took the chat replay down. I'm shocked that she left the comments on. I'm shocked that the comments are still on. But I think that she left the comments on because she wanted to, that was like a further litmus test. Like, okay, she got eaten alive in the live chat during those 15 minutes. And then she wanted to really, really further test the waters and see how it was going to go over kind of long term. And as you can see, look at these comments. All of the comments, we're at 1,298 comments. We're still commenting as of the most recent comment was 58 minutes ago. They're still leaving comments and she's getting her ass handed to her in the comments. 3-4 days later? Miss Ann, thank you so much for being a member for 30 months. Cam up, apologize with your whole mug, and fuck out of here forever, Gary. Don't even think Lol Cows would take you now, big girl. That's right. Thank you for that, Miss Ann. Did I miss another one? No. Okay, good. Do you think she kept the urn? Well, her brother says the urn was in her house in December of 2023. Do I think she still has it? Yes. I do. I believe she still has it because that is like some kind of like trophy for her. Because don't forget, she did all of this just out of spite for Chantel. Cold Blue, thank you for being a member for 4 months. How could she ever drag Chantel again when everyone knows she does worse? Exactly. How the fuck is she ever going to drag Chantel when she has been outed without a fucking doubt? Beyond a shadow of a doubt, she has been outed for being 10 times worse than Chantel. How could she? Pat Ray, thank you so much for joining memberships. Forever Basic Betty, you shall be.
Even in a pickle, you've got the perfect blend of spice and sweetness.
Oh my God, Pat Ray, that was the perfect message for you, especially. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. But if you go to the comment section, 1,301 comments, like I've said over and over, the comments that are in support of her, have on average 10 or fewer thumbs up. The comments that are against her, psh, look, 82 thumbs up. Damn, Rachel must feel so relieved that the heat is off of her. This one, may I suggest FFG, you might want to seek mental health therapy. None of this is normal or healthy. It also screams criminal. 54 thumbs up. When you expect nothing from reactors, you cannot be disappointed. 58 thumbs up. Now this one, this comment was left 2 days ago. Obviously, it's in support of Frenchie. 15 thumbs up. Look at this one, also 2 days ago with a super thanks. By the way, this this super thanks, the equivalent in US dollars, it comes out to like $3 and some change. Anyway, in support, 17 thumbs up after 2 days. Here's Amy May's comment from 2 days ago. 25 thumbs up. You knew not to mess with Sam Teflon Telfer. You knew not to mess with Yabas. You decided to go and fuck with them both together. Brilliant. Here's one 2 days ago in support of Chantel. Translate to English. Good luck, my little minx. I love you. Nothing has changed, and I miss your jokes and your laughter. 10 thumbs up. This one from 2 days ago. So, family dinner Sunday. Some of us are hanging in there. 17 thumbs up. Look at this one. This one from 2 days ago. All the people defending her in the comments are the ones still paying off their credit cards from all the super chats they keep stuffing up her ass. 137 thumbs up. This one also from 2 days ago. I'm just a casual observer, but there is a valuable lesson everybody needs to learn. Don't send money to any of these people, no matter who it is. They make their money with views. That's enough. Stop sending super chats and donations. It's just too easy to be duped. 222. Did I thumbs down those? I sure did. Hell yeah, I did. Look at that. Thumbs down. Sure did. I thumbs up some of them. I thumbs up Amy May's, of course. I thumbs up this one. The one telling her to get mental help. I thumbs up that one. Don't care. Fuck that bitch. Anyway, where was I? Where were we? Over here. Yep. Share this tab instead. Continue, Frenchie.
Say, looking back, like the bloop stream, I was really conflicted with the whole fucking cat thing. I want to tell you guys, okay? And I remember the bloop stream and even kind of what we sniped at this and stuff. I wasn't laughing and I wasn't really fucking throwing it in her face the way I wanted to and the way we're doing it tonight. Because, like, fuck, I don't even know how to explain this, but I didn't want it to be a gotcha. Just like, haha, fuck you. I fucking dunked on my fucking nemesis. You know what I mean? No, it wasn't about her. It was about getting the cat taken care of. Okay. And I wanted to stay focused on that at the time because genuinely, that's the place that I was coming from. It is the reason why I offered the fucking NDA and the $3,000. To think if that stupid ass had taken the money, no one to this day would have ever known, what had become of BBJ. Right? Sliding doors, stupid ass. Learn a lesson.
What was that she just said about nobody would have known what came of BBJ? What was that?
It is the reason why I offered the fucking NDA and the $3,000. To think if that stupid ass had taken the money, no one to this day would have ever known, what had become of BBJ. Right? Sliding doors, stupid ass.
And that is so fucked up because nobody did know what became of BBJ until your brother had to come and tell us the horrific truth of it all. Holy shit. Sase Mama, thank you for being a member for 14 months. Stay gone, dirt neck.
Learn a lesson. I tried so hard on that day and like the days after that not to dunk on her about like the got you that it was.
What? What did she say?
Listen, I tried so hard on that day and like the days after that not to dunk on her about like the got you.
You are a motherfucking lie. I know the fuck you didn't. Hold, please. Hold on. I gotta go find it again. Here we go.
It's been one hell of a couple of days. Evil cackle. So bon voyage to Kuwait now. No one cares. Yeah, check fucking mate, Chantal. Check fucking mate. You like the attic so much? How do you like that? So bon voyage to Kuwait now. No one cares. Yeah, check fucking mate, Chantal. Check fucking mate. You like that? It was stupid ass. Learn a lesson. I tried so hard on that day and like the days after that not to dunk on her about like the got you that it was.
Rule number 1, FFG fucking lies.
It wasn't about creating false outrage at all. Had I not only minimized things, but even just been, dramatic. Sometimes I can be a little dramatic. Had I been dramatic or, like emphasize, I told you guys the screaming at the vet when she was getting her nails clipped and stuff. I could have started screaming instead of crying about it. I could have taped the whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? That would have been not even false outrage, but exaggerating the situation at the time, trying to stir up the drama and the rage against her and stuff. I actually tried to minimize it. If you go back to that bloop stream, it's pretty fucking obvious. Y'all know who I am and how I react. I'm so tame in that one. It's very purposely done. The addicts to Kuwait now. No one cares. Yeah, check fucking mate, Chantal. Check fucking mate. You like the attic so much?
Whoa. Oh. Whoa. Okay. I've had about enough. I've had about enough. I don't think I can take much more of this. Okay. Wow. We're done with that. So let's go back to the bottom line, shall we? The bottom line is this. Yes, the deception used to acquire the cat would very likely be considered fraud under civil law and potentially under criminal law. Yes, the conduct could also be conversion, wrongful taking of property. Yes, the conduct would violate Quebec animal welfare laws. Yes, the monetization of deception could be actionable as unjust enrichment or fraudulent fundraising. And yes, the repeated real life interference could fall within harassment depending on the severity. However, I think we here tonight in this chat and in this community as a whole have all come to the conclusion, and we can all be in agreement when we say that this punishment that FFG is facing and the reality that BBJ's revenge is here and now and happening, and that the punishment of FFG losing it all on YouTube is far, far worse and far more appropriate than anything any court or police jurisdiction could have imposed on her back when it happened. So let's just, let's be thankful for that. Let's be thankful that Chantal is a lazy, lazy piece of shit. And she didn't pursue it further back in 2023 when this happened, because this is a much, much, much harsher punishment and penalty. And I think that this is what's happening present day is what FFG deserves. So we're going to leave it at that. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for being here 2.5 hours. I appreciate you all. Thank you for your support. We're not done with this. We'll circle back around. Like I said, I don't think Frenchie has the balls to come back to YouTube. I think it is over for her. I don't think she's coming back. But I hope she does. I really do, because I'm going to stay on that bitch's neck for the duration. So please, Frenchie, come back. All right. We're all begging you to come back. It'll be a good time. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good one. See you next time.